The Golden Bee Queen attempted to attack Qin Feng, although the other bees under Qin Feng's control obstructed her. The Bee Queen then fought off each bee one by one until some of them stuck to her body while others charged at the Bee Queen until she exploded. The system stated that if Qin Feng successfully defeated the skilled Golden Bee Queen, a strange object from heaven and earth would explode, calling for the old Golden Bee Queen number 4. Qin Feng was quite pleased that his tactic of killing the Bee Queen from 2 directions using other bees had worked. Then he told the old wooden demon that by using control over wild animals to awaken them to fight against him, Qin Feng placed hellfire on the bodies of those bees. The old wooden demon didn't believe what Qin Feng said, even though he also mastered the talents of ice and fire, which were entirely different. How could Qin Feng do that? Qin Feng replied that after the controlled venomous bees touched their target, he would activate hellfire to make them explode. Although it was a method to injure 800 enemies and injure oneself 1,000, wasn't the result quite good? After that, Qin Feng wrapped his sword with hellfire and approached the old wooden demon. Shortly after, he disappeared, then reappeared right above the old wooden demon and swung his sword. The old wooden demon tried to withstand Qin Feng's attack with his tough branches, but they were easily cut through by Qin Feng. The old wooden demon couldn't believe it, even acknowledging Qin Feng's extraordinary abilities, which could even withstand his own regenerative abilities. She knew that if it continued like this, she would easily die. However, the old wooden demon had another trick, albeit with great risk. Then she released a massive purple aura, which Qin Feng had been waiting for, and his body was enveloped in the energy from the old wooden demon. However, suddenly Qin Feng's body rapidly aged, and he couldn't believe what was happening to him. Moreover, the energy also entered his body rapidly. Qin Feng felt like the old wooden demon was trying to kill him by making him older in that mysterious energy field. Qin Feng thought it was quite good, so he used the rejuvenation skill he had. He unleashed the skill, but it didn't work properly because the energy mist was inhaled and entered his body. Qin Feng then tried to burn it with hellfire, but instead, the fire came out of both his ears. Qin Feng felt pain, he even vomited blood, but what he did worked well, destroying the shield made by the old wooden demon instantly. Once again, the old wooden demon was stunned and couldn't believe that Qin Feng easily destroyed her shield. But Qin Feng felt it wasn't bad, even though it almost hit him. Then he coated his punches with hellfire and tried to attack, but the old wooden demon instead bowed down and knelt in front of Qin Feng, confusing him. The old wooden demon, with a pained expression, said she didn't know Taishan with her eyes, so she offended Qin Feng, and she apologized to him. She begged and said that she was just a tree that hadn't hurt anyone in 180 years. According to the old wooden demon, people who came would target the king's heart, but this time, she was willing to sacrifice it. Qin Feng, seeing this, was confused, he wasn't sure what was happening. He wondered if all tree demons and flower demons had such characters. Did they beg directly at the last moment? The old wooden demon showed the core of the wooden king she had been guarding all this time. Meanwhile, in fact, this was just a way for the old wooden demon to buy time so that her plan would succeed. After her children, like pitcher plants, rose and became strong, she would surely kill Qin Feng. But before that, she would prolong the time. The old wooden demon said that there was also a battle pet egg from the Hulwan battle pet lineage that must be given to Qin Feng as an apology. Hulwan was the descendant line of the legendary sacred beast Suzaku, very powerful and capable of reaching Earth-level strength, which was very suitable for Qin Feng. The old wooden demon gave the egg so humbly that she herself felt foolish. Then her children finished gathering strength and finally rose above Qin Feng's back. Qin Feng realized this and said that the movement behind him was very harsh, he couldn't even notice it. Then, with his hellfire, Qin Feng easily cut and finished off those plants. Qin Feng told the old wooden demon that he thought a level 16 old wooden demon would have more special advice than other king-level monsters, so it seemed he had hoped too much. The old wooden demon couldn't believe that her power was defeated quickly, and without waiting any longer, Qin Feng directly beheaded the demon without any resistance. After defeating the old wooden demon, he gained points and rewards. He also extracted the old demon's body and obtained her talent. Likewise, with the egg from earlier. Qin Feng meditated to hatch the egg. The system said that because it was a Hulwan battle pet egg, he could hatch a human-level warrior, a Luan, which could be hatched and purified with blood essence. Qin Feng then gave his consent and summoned his tier battle pet. Before long, the egg hatched, revealing a tiny and adorable baby bird. Qin Feng gently touched the bird's head affectionately. The bird became angry and displayed its magnificent bird talent. Qin Feng mentioned that the bird's talent challenged the heavens, and by using spiritual power, its combat strength could increase by 60%, making it as strong as 80 animals in battle. This would ensure a 10% greater certainty of defeating the Punisher. Qin Feng then gave the little bird the name Xiaoluan. Xiaoluan was his combat pet hatched with his blood essence, hence Qin Feng and Xiaoluan shared a bond akin to relatives. Qin Feng was confident that Xiaoluan's loyalty would be unmatched in the world of assassination. With Qin Feng's psychic power, he could understand Xiaoluan's thoughts, facilitating seamless communication between them. Xiaoluan then expressed hunger and a strong desire to eat. Qin Feng inquired whether Xiaoluan preferred human flesh or animal meat, as he seemed inclined to retaliate against those who had previously irritated him. Later, Qin Feng and Xiaoluan flew away from there using a dragon, as Xiaoluan was too small to fly with him. Qin Feng had to settle for a flying creature as his mount. Meanwhile, Xiaoluan continued to whine with hunger. Luckily, he did not eat humans like other wild beasts, otherwise, Qin Feng wouldn't know how to raise Xiaoluan. Hearing Qin Feng's words, Xiaoluan pouted slightly, stating that he wasn't a wild beast but a powerful mythological creature, unmatched by any other. Soon after, Qin Feng and Xiaoluan, who had fallen asleep, arrived at the volcano of Hellfire, a terrifying place with scorching red lava. In the midst of the lava, countless eyes were visible, and soon, terrifying monsters emerged, revealing themselves as level 16 lava fire spirits. Seeing them, Xiaoluan felt they were like great food and, ignoring Qin Feng's attempts to stop him, descended upon the monsters. Xiaoluan swiftly attacked the lava fire spirit, easily defeating them without any resistance. He quickly devoured them all. Qin Feng couldn't believe Xiaoluan had killed the monsters and even gained energy points. This was advantageous. Xiaoluan's abilities surpassed those of the lava fire spirits, allowing him to train there first. The system announced that after successfully killing the level 16 lava fire spirit, a spiritual certificate would be revealed. Elf Key, Tier 2 item, the card box can be used to gain prestige points, and the personal usage limit is 10. Then Qin Feng held the elf voucher he obtained, considering it quite good. When the item reached a certain point, he could obtain a title bestowed by the heavens, which could enhance his attributes. For instance, if Xiaoluan reached 10 prestige and became a novice elite, an additional 20 points in the four-dimensional goal could be added. There were 3,000 lava fire spirits there, and if he killed them all, he would have at least 100 spirit certificates. The remainder could be put into the channel of change to help the villagers of Longyuan village improve their strength and reach level 10 as soon as possible. Xiaoluan had defeated many lava fire spirits, causing them to be terrified. Xiaoluan then faced the Lava Fire King, and their fierce battle seemed evenly matched. Meanwhile, Qin Feng continued to check the system's information. Even a 52-star Lava Fire King was no match for Xiaoluan, so there was nothing to worry about. Feeling that Xiaoluan and the Lava Fire King were fine, Qin Feng checked the condition of Longyuan village. Upon seeing the village's situation, Qin Feng was grateful for its development. 9 people in Longyuan village had reached level 10 or higher, and the title of Novice King had been obtained before defeating the Xiangui King. The beginner village chief's wooden house was upgraded when he found the essence after defeating the Black Tortoise King. Qin Feng knew that Longyuan village now had 95 first-class wooden houses, which was quite satisfying, and the village as a whole would soon be upgraded. Qin Feng wondered if anyone else was engaged in unprofitable business ventures. Qin Feng speculated whether there might still be some hidden mission information in the remnants of the Lightbringer. The system announced that when Longyuan village was upgraded to level 10, the 10th person to complete the novice village assessment would be awarded a bronze treasure chest. The first 100 first-class houses in Longyuan village had been upgraded and completed. The system also reminded that Yongyuan village had met the standards for level 1 village upgrades, and its people could choose one key return to the village from the village chief's interface. Hearing this, Qin Feng felt it was excellent, especially since Xiaoluan was so quick and efficient. Meanwhile, Xiaoluan continued to fight against the Lava Fire King with his considerable strength, even evading every attack from the Lava Fire King. Until suddenly, the massive lava hand almost touched Xiaoluan, and it seemed Xiaoluan was overwhelmed and starting to struggle. He asked Qin Feng to save him. Hearing this, Qin Feng swiftly dashed toward Xiaoluan, intending to destroy the Lava King's hand with an ice storm but failed. Eventually, Qin Feng teleported himself away from there, taking Xiaoluan with him. The Lava Fire King remarked that someone from the small world could grow into an emperor-level electric generator among the novices in such a short time. Meanwhile, Qin Feng and Xiaoluan arrived elsewhere. Qin Feng knew it was very dangerous, but fortunately, he used the one-key return to the village skill in time, otherwise, his life would have been in danger. After that, Qin Feng prioritized upgrading the village. As a result, Longyuan village was upgraded from level 0 to level 1. The system congratulated all the village residents for being blessed by the surge and receiving 50 attribute rewards. Also, as the village chief, Qin Feng was blessed with 100 attribute rewards. Night fell in the Blue Star Realm, Eternal Night Village, on the edge of the Autumn Lake. Dracula, who had been at the lake, said he finally obtained the Frost One. When he upgraded the village chief's wooden house to level 2, he would have the authority to upgrade the village to level 1. John responded by saying that there was no stronger force in the Blue Star Realm than their Eternal Night Village, and becoming number 1 was not a big issue. Dracula was so happy, but his happiness vanished when there was information from the system that the first level 1 village in the Blue Star Realm had been upgraded. Elsewhere, Qin Feng casually checked on the condition of his village, including the well-upgraded wooden houses which were at level 3. Fortunately, Qin Feng had all the materials to upgrade his house, including the facilities inside such as the kitchen, bedrooms, and others. In the level 3 beginner's cabin, the rest and energy recovery speed quadrupled while not sleeping, and it increased 5 times faster while asleep. Calmly, Qin Feng and Xiao Luan soaked in the hot spring. Even though it had only been 3 days since they arrived in that world, it felt like they hadn't enjoyed it for a long time. There were 4 days left. If he didn't reach level 3, he wouldn't be able to get the village competition prize, and he wouldn't be able to queue with the Punisher. It would be better if there were more ways to gain attributes. Shortly after, Shasa appeared, the customer service who would answer all questions, greeted the people in Longyuan village. Shasa then congratulated Longyuan village for the chance to double the prize. Doubling the difficulty of village improvement and still winning the village competition. Then the prize was doubled, the village chief was given 2,000 attribute points, and the village residents were given 1,000 attribute points. Then Qin Feng was given 10 minutes to think and make his choice. Qin Feng thought if the original update condition was almost reached, it was unknown what materials and conditions were needed to maintain the altar. If it took 1 to 2 days, then there was not much time left to upgrade the village to level 3. For Qin Feng, the opportunity was too rare. If successful, Longyuan village would no longer worry about the judgment of punishment surge. Meanwhile, the villagers outside watched. Some of them thought it was strange, while others said that the existence of Longyuan village now depended on Qin Feng, and of course, Qin Feng asked them to do whatever they would do. According to them, if it weren't for Qin Feng, they might already be dead, and they trusted Qin Feng. Then Qin Feng agreed to the challenge, just as there were only 39 seconds left. The system informs all the villagers that every time the village of Yuyuan advances to a higher level, the rewards from the heavenly path will double. Starting now, if the village of Yuyuan wins the material village competition, the rewards will indeed double. But there are also other villages that have advanced levels, such as the Longjian village, which has successfully advanced to level 2. To reach level 2, a village must have a population of more than 1,000 people. The cabin owned by the novice village head must also be upgraded to level 3. In that village, the level 1 wooden houses have already reached more than 400. In that village, the number of players with level 10 has reached 40 people. The system reminds that only when these conditions are met can the authority to create a new guardian altar be released. A young man named Lu Yuan immediately said that their village would have no hope and would be destroyed. Because the first requirement for leveling up is to have a population of more than 1,000 people, while the total population of the village is currently only 937 people. Everyone starts to panic upon hearing this. They are worried that their village will indeed be destroyed. They wonder where they can get a population exceeding 1,000 people? If their village's population is not enough, even if other conditions are met, the village's level will not be increased. Clearly, all the villagers begin to panic and wonder what they should do to solve this problem. At that moment, Qin Feng, as the village head, asked everyone not to worry. Because he is currently undertaking a task to unlock the level C map. After completing this mission, all villagers can quickly open up and go to the big world to recruit villagers. The system doll says friendly customer service after completing the task of unlocking the map, then residents can find the Shantian temple and use the teleportation array inside. Users can also go to the designated novice village to recruit villagers. All the novice village residents immediately smiled happily upon hearing the news. They are relieved to be able to recruit other residents from outside the village. This way, they can survive and complete this mission. Qin Feng gave a comprehensive message to all his people not to worry because they just need to love each other often because blood is thicker than water. and Qin Feng will try his best to save all the village residents. With enthusiasm, Qin Feng said that this task is very difficult and he will divide the work for all of them and deploy the village's combat power in an integrated manner to accelerate the progress of this task. Instantly all the village residents cheered upon hearing their village head's announcement. All the villagers will listen to Qin Feng for the success of this mission. The system provides a new skill in the form of resident equipment. With this, the village head can activate a resident tracking system that allows checking the location of all village residents at any time. The system also provides voice command skills. With this ability, the village head can activate a voice command system that can issue commands to village residents at any time. These are 2 new management and control rights added after the village upgrade. Qin Feng explained once again that their village needs a lot of wood and stone to build level 1 wooden houses and level 2 wooden houses. From now on, all those below level 40 will cut wood and collect stone. Meanwhile, the top 10 players must go to the Politan Mountain on the west side of the Li Luo grassland where there is iron ore. While the main task for ranks 1 to 40 is to sprint to level 10. The energy stone business run by Lu Yuan and Qi Jie is temporarily taken over by them, and no one else is allowed to intervene. Qin Feng also announced that he had placed the required ice stones for the level 2 novice cabin in the contribution channel and everyone can exchange them as needed. This young man donated 100 cold ice stones to the Longyuan village and earned 2,000 contribution points. Qin Feng was determined that within 2 days they should bring the village to level 2. Seeing the determination of the village head, all the villagers agreed and responded loudly. Qin Feng thought it shouldn't be a problem dealing with the Fire Demon King with combat power like now, but their equipment still needed upgrading. Right at this moment, Qin Feng took out several treasure chests he had obtained. Qin Feng was relieved that the synthetic treasure chest card and silver chest were enough. With this, Qin Feng successfully obtained a level 2 synthetic gold treasure chest. From the treasure chest, there was a level 5 Dark Night Sky Knife Sword. This sword's attack power was more than 300 points, its speed was over 130%, and the damage it caused was more than 100%. Additionally, the dark power reinforcement exceeded 100%. Qin Feng held the sword with happiness. He felt that obtaining this magical knife was like a tiger with wings. Qin Feng would soon meet the Fire Demon King. By pressing the return button once, Qin Feng returned to the Hellfire Mountain. Upon landing safely on the other side of the mountain, he saw a large lotus flower blooming in the middle of the lava. The flower was called the Fiery Red Lotus. It originated from the blood of a fire phoenix that partially turned into this flower upon its death. While staring at the flower carefully, someone suddenly shouted, calling Qin Feng and asking him to look towards them. A child stood on the other side of the mountain and said he knew that Qin Feng had high courage, but could he look at the child first? Qin Feng asked who the child was. The system explained that the child was a human of the Emperor race with a level 18 level. Combat power was 99 stars. Despite looking like a child, this creature was extremely dangerous. The child walked casually on the very hot volcano. He smiled and said it was a pity the baby bird was too fragile, but he only lightly pinched its neck, and then the bird died. The clan immediately condemned the child for not raising the bird properly and wanted to execute him. He thought the attitude of the people in his clan was very annoying. So without guilt, this child decided to kill them all. His wide smile when talking about murder felt very terrifying. The child later added that God said it was okay for him to roam freely like this. So, God allowed the child to stay on the mountain and gave him the name Fire Demon King. Suddenly, the child jumped very close to Qin Feng. Obviously, the taller youth was startled to see the child suddenly in front of his face. The child honestly said that he was very curious about Qin Feng. He wondered how a human in the small world could become an emperor in such a short time. Sensing the dangerous presence of the child, Qin Feng quickly swung his sword to make him step back a few steps. The child apologized because he didn't expect his opponent to be so shy. Ignoring the child's words, Qin Feng asked what he meant by the small world. Qin Feng remembered the mummy he had encountered earlier came from the 1,000 central worlds. He wondered if this world was divided into 1,000 big worlds, 1,000 medium worlds, and 1,000 small worlds? And Qin Feng speculated that people in the 1,000 central worlds would be stronger. The little Fire Demon King said it was useless for Qin Feng to ask so many questions because it was pointless for him to know about it. Because the little Fire Demon King would start his task by creating fire from his palms and summoning some fire dragons from within the lava. There were quite a few fire dragons, and they had combat power of 37 stars. The little Fire Demon King immediately ordered the fire dragons to attack Qin Feng. However, Qin Feng quickly swung his sword and said that if the combat power of the dragons was only 37 stars, then the little Fire King underestimated him. Qin Feng threw ice blades that went straight into the mouths of the dragons and destroyed them. Xiao Luan didn't want to lose to the dragons. The little phoenix bird rushed towards the big dragons quickly and immediately cut the dragons' bodies. The system appeared and reported that Qin Feng had successfully killed the glazed fire dragon level 18. Thus, he gained an additional 4,100 energy points and also obtained a 3-point reputation flame burst. While avoiding the flames of one of the dragons, Qin Feng wondered what the function of the fire blaze was. Then, Qin Feng jumped towards the big dragon that opened its mouth and slashed its mouth right in the middle. Seeing Qin Feng's agility in combat, the little Fire Demon King laughed and applauded. Then the little Fire Demon King stretched out his hands, thinking he wanted to see how strong a level 15 village leader was. The swirling waves of hot lava controlled by the little Fire Demon King immediately made Qin Feng and Xiao Luan alert. Suddenly, a monster emerged from the magma, so big and terrifying. He announced that the opponent had turned into a demon. Xiao Luan immediately hid behind Qin Feng because it was the monster that previously reached out with a big hand to grab Xiao Luan. Initially, Qin Feng looked worried seeing the monster, but then he opened his analysis eyes to see the monster's status. With only 100 stars, Qin Feng thought he could still win against the monster. The magma monster followed the movements of the little Fire Demon King as it lifted its arm and attacked Qin Feng. The monster's punch was so powerful that it caused the volcano to explode, and Qin Feng was thrown far away. But the Fire Demon King knew Qin Feng wasn't dead yet. He thought Qin Feng was very lucky this time. Smiling, the little Fire Demon King said he wanted to see how long Qin Feng could withstand his attacks. The magma monster continued to attack, and Qin Feng tried to withstand the monster's attacks with his sword. The rocks around Qin Feng could no longer withstand the attacks of the magma monster, so Qin Feng had to jump to avoid the monster's attacks. As he was thrown quite far, Qin Feng thought that the magma monster was controlled by the little Fire Demon King. So as long as the little Fire Demon King could be restrained, the magma monster could be held back. Qin Feng jumped towards the opponent while asking Xiao Luan to hide because the situation was too dangerous. Qin Feng ran swiftly up the mountain, contemplating defeating the Fire Demon King first. However, once again, the massive arm of the magma monster attempted to block him, but this time Qin Feng attempted to fend off the magma monster with quick and deadly sword slashes. As the monster's arm was injured, it seemed to also harm the arm of the Demon King. Just as Qin Feng was about to attack from behind, the Fire Demon King turned and struck Qin Feng's body with the magma monster's large arm. Xiao Luan immediately ran to Qin Feng, who was thrown into the magma lake. Fortunately, Qin Feng was unharmed due to the protective barrier he possessed. Qin Feng instructed Xiao Luan to hide, worried about the safety of his spiritual beast. Qin Feng raised his right arm and used the shadow bondage skill to restrain the Fire Demon King, with tendrils so strong. These tendrils successfully rendered the small Demon King powerless, as well as his created magma monster. It was at this moment that Qin Feng advanced and attacked the monster with his sword, creating a huge explosion between them. However, the Fire Demon King still stood despite his body being full of wounds. The small Fire King expressed his growing hatred towards Qin Feng. Meanwhile, Qin Feng suddenly disappeared, causing Xiao Luan to worry. But moments later, he appeared right beside the small Fire Demon King and swung his sword directly above the Demon King's head. However, the attack was avoided by the Fire King with both of his hands. Qin Feng realized that the small body of the Fire Demon King could withstand continuous strikes from a level 5 weapon. Qin Feng wondered how thick this dreadful skin could be and why it was so difficult to fight with just a few stars in combat strength. Qin Feng hoped to find the Demon King's weakness soon. However, the small Fire Demon King was agile enough to evade all of his attacks and even hold his sharp sword with bare hands. Qin Feng was amazed. The Fire Demon King took Qin Feng's sword and commented on its greatness, expressing a desire to possess one like it. Then he slammed their heads together, throwing Qin Feng's body several meters away, crashing into a stone wall. The Fire Demon King declared his weariness of playing and his intent to end everything there. So the small Fire Demon King raised his hand, causing the clouds to turn red and appear terrifying. From the ominous clouds, a red spear descended, immediately caught by the small Fire Demon King. With confidence and a smirk on his face, the small Fire Demon King spun the spear in his hand and aimed it at a large rock, which shattered with a single strike. Then, the Fire Demon King in the form of a child rushed towards Qin Feng and attacked him vigorously. A fierce battle ensued between them. Qin Feng occasionally found opportunities to counterattack, although his attacks were easily evaded by the Demon King. Qin Feng was puzzled because despite the child floating in the air, he could still easily avoid his attacks. Until finally, Qin Feng shouted "Vigor" to deliver his ultimate attack, a rain of arrows from his Hellfire skill. Finally, this attack hit the Fire Demon King's body accurately. Well, that's where the story ends for now, as the chapter is still ongoing. It means we have to wait a few more months to discuss it further. Thank you, and have a great day.